everybody, this is Napa Fan 34, and this is the 5th race in season number 1 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. We are here at the Bristol Motor Speedway for the Food City 500 under the lights, and it's going to be a great race here today. 75 laps around the world's fastest half mile. So let's go ahead and get to the starting lineup. Riley White starts on the pole position. Zachary Fitzwater, Cameron Garlington, Roger Carruth, Cameron Gaydew, Jacob Reed, Justin Roberts, L.J. Mills, Regan Whitlock, Mason Powers, Christian Master, Blaine Keys. Make sure you guys can hear me. Yeah, it should be on. Alan Cavagnaro, Gabriel Marcio, Stuart Gratton, Diego Stevenson, Adam Pinchon, Jesse Turner, Garrett Zenor, J.J. Wording, Caleb Hoffman, Austin Spencer, Biff Crafton, Warren Henniger, Eric Powers, Aaron Walpole, Jonathan Skevnicki, Joffrey Toussaint, Trey Bartow, Aaron Lukes, Cody Hagen, and Matt Dalio. A full field starting here tonight, I guess you can say tonight, at Bristol. Okay. So, a 75 lap race. Who will survive the world's fastest half mile here tonight? We will see. Make sure that nobody is stepping out of line because of a blown engine. And we're all good. So here we go. The green flag is out here at Bristol for the Food City 500. Riley White has the advantage. They're sliding on the track, and White pulls away from the field. Roger Carruth moving up to second, trying to get underneath of the 9 of Fitzwater. Have Cameron Gaydew right behind these guys. Fitzwater went wide, and they are all over the place on this racetrack. Carruth is now in second place, and Gaydew is getting third from the 9. We got L.J. Mills rounding out the top 5 with Fitzwater trying to hold on the outside. You definitely can power through the corner a lot more if you're using the outside. Kind of see that happening with the 9. And I think he's going to be able to find a line underneath and fill it in for 4th. Anyway, Riley White just raced his fastest lap. 15.263, I should say. And so did Roger Carruth and Cameron Gaydew. All these guys up here have just raced their fastest lap. Riley White has pulled away from Roger Carruth by a good margin. And when I was testing here, doing some test races, I realized that once you get out front, you stay out front. But there will be pit stops in this race later on. So we'll see how that all shakes things up. First car on the outside lane is L.J. Mills working with Diego Stevenson, and he files in behind him. And there's single file throughout the whole field. Then you get to Joffrey Toussaint and Warren Henniger going high. In the wall. And a little bit of right side damage to that car. Oh, he might have a tire down. He's got a tire down. Gabriel Marcio goes around, and that should bring out our first caution in the night. I should be seeing the yellow, and we are. So this all started with Warren Henniger. Wow, Riley White a little loose there. Where is Henniger? Okay. This all started with Henniger. Now, he went high. I think he blew a tire. Let's see here. It started all the way over here with Henniger. And he gets put up high, and he just overdoes it and hits the wall there. And he probably blew a tire. Look at the way he just went high into that corner. And Gabriel Marcio all of a sudden just got loose trying to avoid it and got spun by Dalio. It isn't the first person that's been spun by Dalio this season. Dalio always seems to find the perfect place to find a spinning car. But that is why the caution came out. It was for Gabriel Marcio down the backstretch. And we'll see what it seemed like on his view. tough break from RCO, but fortunately, he will still be in the race due to not having too much crash damage. Now, here's where things could get interesting. See, Riley White was loose off the corner. The tires are a very important thing. I do believe that that's the case of why they're sliding. Just those worn tires that they were racing with. Of course, Riley White is the leader. Raja Karuf is in second place. Make sure here that they're not going to lap down or anything. Okay. Oh, darn it, I gave it away. I'm sorry. Oh well. So yeah. Pit stops. The 1 of Riley White, 17, the 15, the 9, and the 3 are the top 5 right now. Riley White is heading into his pit, and then the rest of the guys here on the other side of the pit road be led by Raja Karuf. So we'll take the pit lane 2. No, we'll take the pit lane 1. And we'll see who wins the race off of pit row, which, if you saw there, I gave it away. That's why I don't go back into the leaderboard, because I give it away sometimes. And you can see that Cameron Gady won the race off of pit road, with Garlington, Mills, Powers, and then White getting 5th. Okay, so I promise not to do that again. Just wanted to make sure that the cars weren't going to lap down or anything, because there sometimes can be some glitches, and aren't too pretty. Well, we're on lap 13 of 75 right now. Cameron Gadu is the leader. And he's got a lap car in front of him. That's Biff Crafton. This is going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. And then another lap car right alongside him. And here we go for the green flag. 2 lapped cars in front of the 15. Here comes the 10 of Cameron Garlington and the 10's teammate, LJ Mills. Whoa, Pinchon. What happened there? He got loose. Oh, car round. That's Sidnor and Master. Karuf involved. Whitlock and the 16 nearly goes over. Pinchon is involved. And our second caution of the night. It's Bristol, baby. Man. Sidnor trying to get to the line and just racing way too hard. He's got a blown tire, obviously. He nearly went over. Well, this actually has to do with Riley White, the pole sitter. Actually, no, it didn't. 16 turned the 14 into the wall. Karuf was involved. Pinchon, Whitlock hard. Good job by Cody Hagan getting out of that one. A little bit of damage from Walpole. Let's see. Stevenson did go around. Hey, race like a madhouse here. I really kind of wish that there was some sort of update to this game where they didn't race back to the line. Because racing back to the line has caused a lot of problems. Wow. Stevenson just locked the brakes and spun the thing around. The winner of the Auto Club 400. The last winner was JJ Wording, by the way. I didn't mention that. So yeah, let's go on board here with Christian Master. We got a really good view of this. Spun around into the wall. And then sees all of that. Sidnor nearly flipped over in the 16. And we'll see how it was for him. Oh, hold on. Garrett Sidnor on board. Spun around into Karuf. Pinchon. Whitlock hit hard into the side of the 16. And that nearly caused him to flip. And then Walpole ended up hitting the 16 at the end as well. We'll take a look from the spectator view. An interesting view that we have never really used here on this channel before. And this is a great place to use that camera, you see all the cars piling up. This 47 spun around, and it's about a 7-car incident heading into turn number 1. Now here's what's so interesting. Some cars are slowing down and others are speeding up. And it doesn't make any sense at all. But now, unfortunately, the guys are slowing down, and Cameron Garlington is the leader. Now, we'll see if they make pit stops again. They only have a couple laps on their tires. And the tires here are pretty big. They actually need pretty good tires because they do get worn out. And if you have worn tires here, you slide around almost like a dirt track, really. So we'll see. And they're going to take pit stops. Tires are really important here. Cavagnaro, I saw he had some right side damage to his car. Guess you could say that's kind of a Darlington stripe at Bristol. Bristol is a place where you can get a lot of those as well. Kind of unique to Darlington. A couple guys are staying out, but I do know that both of these guys here that are staying out were involved in that crash. They may just be getting the wave around. They actually may have already pitted, and that's why they're still out. Yeah, I think they may be staying out for good, and Senor may be the leader when this is all said and done. Henniger is a lap down, unfortunately, but Walpole and Senor are both on the lead lap. Let's go ahead to the pit lane 1, and we don't know who won the race off the pit road. My bad. TV1. The winner off of pit road was White, Riley White, I think. We'll see how it all cycles here. Senor is number 1. Senor is now the leader. Walpole, Henniger's a lap down, then it's White, Garlington, Gaidu, Cavagnaro, Mills, Hoffman, Fitzwater, and Carruth. I don't know if anyone is out yet, even though the 16 nearly flipped. He's definitely going to be slow on this restart. And see 30 lead lap cars. There may be one guy out. I'm not exactly sure who it is. Where's 31? And I don't know where 31 is. Henniger is a lap down. It shows that he's in last place, but I can't find a... Yeah, okay. I'm not exactly sure who's out. Yeah. Oh well, we will figure that out later. Senor, though. Garrett Senor was involved in the crash and nearly flipped, and he's going to be the leader on this restart. So here we go. It's Bristol again. The second restart of the day. Henniger is a lot faster. That's 16. Definitely has too much damage to continue. Walpole's going to take the lead. Riley White's going to be right behind him. Now, Henniger's got a fast car. Even though he's actually not a lap down, but he's on the tail end of the lead lap. And Henniger's definitely got a fast car. We'll see if Walpole can get by him here. Aaron Walpole in the 55 stayed out on that restart, on that caution, I should say, and took the lead. Right win. Oh, we got another one. That's J.J. Wording and Jesse Turner. Remember, those two were racing for the win at Texas back on Saturday. And it's going to bring out our third caution of the day. This is going to be a really, really caution-filled race, unfortunately. I tried to set it where it wouldn't be. I just couldn't do it. Jesse Turner has quite a bit of damage. I think Spencer might have been involved in this. We'll see what happened. That was actually happened with a 5 of Aaron Lukes. This goes high into Carruth. He goes around. Spencer into him hard. Turner and Wording, the other ones involved. That was a pretty violent crash, actually. Yeah, but the 5 of Aaron Lukes went high. Spencer, I mean, that's a hard hit for Spencer. It doesn't actually look like he has too much damage on the front of his car, though. That was something else right there. We'll see what it looked like from his view here. Austin Spencer sees the 5 go around. Whammo! Right where the insurance is. So Austin Spencer, he went right to the pit road after that. So this whole caution-filled thing is going to be a very interesting element to this race. The leaders aren't who. Oh boy. The leaders aren't the ones that are crashing in this race. That's actually good news for Warren Henniger. He actually stays on the lead lap, and he's going to go to the back of the field now and not have the leaders right on his back bumper pressuring him. Here they go for pit stops, and actually Riley White's going to stay out here. Darlington's coming back in. You got Mills. Now here's where things are going to get interesting. We're going to have 2 different strategies going on here. Zenor didn't lose too many positions, so hopefully in the pit road he can actually repair some of that damage and get the car to run a little faster. See these guys coming in. These are the wave-around cars, actually, trying to catch up to the back of the field. Let's give Nicky and Eric Powers. The leader is now Riley White. The pole sitter in the number 1 car, Gaidu, Cavagnaro, Fitzwater, and Reed. They all stayed out. So we'll actually see who gets off the pit road here. Pit cam 1. And of course I missed it again. Okay, well anyway, we'll go on board with, or not on board with Roger Carruth, but we'll just follow him. And I do know that Darlington stayed out. So here's guys that stayed out. I don't know about... Yeah, Hoffman stayed out. So it's Hoffman, Skivnicki, Powers, Bartow, Grattan, Toussaint, Dalio, Keys, Reed, Fitzwater, Cavagnaro, Gaidu, and White that all stayed out. And of the guys that came in, Cameron Garlington won the race off of pit road. He's been very solid this season, and that number 10, Cameron Garlington has been. And I would be surprised if he didn't get a win this season, just by how strong he's been. Austin Spencer's a lap down due to that crash damage. Mason Powers, Sidnor, Hagen, Roberts, Lukes, Master, Marcio, Walpole, Crafton, Henniger, Pinchon, he's got quite a bit of damage, and Stevenson, our last winner. Actually, wait, not our last winner. Wording's our last winner. Okay. Austin Spencer's actually going to pull out. Be right alongside these leaders. So here we go. We're on lap 29 of 75. We're not halfway through this race yet. This is kind of a long race. If you keep on having all these cautions, it's definitely a long race. Oh, no, that's not good. Spencer he should get out of the way. Riley White is the leader. Cameron Gaidu right behind him. Cavagnaro, and now Reed is stuck behind the slow car of Austin Spencer. Riley White is in first place. We have some smoke, but no caution. So Riley White is in first place. Cameron Gaidu is right on his back bumper. Cavagnaro, Fitzwater, and Keys, and see Garrett Zenor in the pit road. So Riley White was the pole sitter, and after an interesting strategy, some guy staying out there on that the next to last caution that we've had so far, he got put back. But then on the latest caution, he stayed out. I got some guys in front of him pitted, and now he's the leader. He does have some right side damage. A lot of the cars are going to have right side damage here today. Cavagnaro has right side damage, but he's going really fast. Same goes for White. He has right side damage, but he's leading, so nothing going too bad for him. Cameron Gaidu has a clean car, and I think Fitzwater does too. I'm not sure about Blaine Keys here. We'll see. So they go through turn number 1 and 2. Yeah, he's got a clean car, but 2 of the top 3 drivers have significant right side damage. But it isn't affecting their cars, and they're racing really well. Riley White, the leader, Cameron Gaidu, Alan Cavagnaro, Zachary Fitzwater, and Blaine Keys, the top 5 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. about halfway through this race now. Now, if we go green from here on out, this thing's going to finish out pretty fast. But I don't think we're going to have another set of pit stops if we do go green all the way, which I'm not exactly sure what the fuel window exactly is for these drivers. I do know that Cameron Garlington came out first on that set of stops, and he has fallen back to 28th. He must have had a problem because he's now a lap down and probably had to pit there. So out of the cars that actually went in, LJ Mills is the highest of those guys, running 12th, right behind Caleb Hoffman in the 13. Yeah, we may have had something happen, because I know that Caleb Hoffman was... I may have reset, actually. Never mind. Riley White is being pressured by the 15 of Cameron Gaidu in the... Well, I already said he was in the 15, so why should I say that again? Cavagnaro starting to close in a little bit on this lead battle, but Riley White doing a good job in the number 1, Senza Chevy. He is the leader here at Bristol right now. Cameron Gaidu is in second. Cavagnaro, Fitzwater, Keys, the same top 5 as it was earlier in the restart. Now, this is kind of the point of the race where we're just logging laps. I said that at Texas, I do believe. Something similar happened there. So we've had 3 cautions in this race. This is the longest green flag run so far in this one. I don't know how long it's been. Don't really remember when the restart was, but if we're racing clean like this, single file pretty much the whole field, then we're most likely not going to have any problems. Did I almost jinx it? Sidnor, he is a lap down now, trying to fix some of that damage on that car after he nearly flipped earlier in the race. Roberts in 20th. Henniger, Crafton, Walpole, and Pinchon. Spencer's a lap down. He's actually fallen back quite a bit. He actually started in the front, but he's got quite a bit significant damage on the front. Even though you can't really see it, it is slowing his car down. Aaron Lukes, Christian Master, and then the lead battle, which is actually right behind these guys, and these lap cars could have an effect. We saw a lot of an effect of lap cars at Atlanta. Not so much Texas, but Atlanta. We had a lot of lap cars become an issue for the race for the win over there in the Kids Colors 500. And we're about to have that same problem here. Now, it's not going to be as significant because the lap cars are going just a couple of miles per hour slower than the leaders. That's going to slow them down a little bit, but not too much. Gaidu sometimes randomly runs that high lane for some reason and ends up hurting his momentum. Now here, the 1 is right behind the 14s, but he's going to be able to pull out. You get underneath of them, and that's going to put the 14 on the high lane. Here comes Cavagnaro. Cavagnaro's going to get second from Gaidu. Alan Cavagnaro, he's a veteran at this. He knows how to get it done in any car. Right now, running second right behind Riley White. And here the next lap cars in line are Aaron Lukes and Austin Spencer. We're on lap 53 of 75, and as I said, if this race went green the whole way through, it would go by pretty fast, and it has. 75 laps here at Bristol does not take long at all. Gaidu's going to get second back from Cavagnaro, or is he? Cavagnaro with a run on the outside. Shoots it in, turn number 3, and he's going to keep second for now. And all that battling is allowing Riley White to pull away from these guys. 5 cars in a bunch. Dalio, Keys, Fitzwater, Gaidu, and Cavagnaro. And then the Lone Ranger. I don't know where that came from. I mean, I know where it came from, but I don't know where it came from in my mind. Anyway, Riley White out there, well, not really all by himself, but for guys who are running on his lap. Not too much to be seen. Cavagnaro is trying to close back in, though, on the 1. As Riley White gets by the lapped car of Aaron Lukes. The next lapped car in front of him is Austin Spencer. Austin Spencer is going relatively fast. Oh, Lukes hit the wall back in there. A lapped car. And we could still end up with a caution somewhere throughout the later part of this race. And here we go. Pit stops are about to happen. Oh, Cameron Gaydew took a wide turn into the pit road. This is going to allow the lead to go to Blaine Keys in the number 42. Now, these pit stops are really big. Fitzwater is now going to take the lead. Now, they come in the pit road. Now, normally, when they are racing at Bristol, they just go in on their respective side. But here, on this track, they're actually going in and going in the long way. I think Fitzwater is staying out again. Fitzwater is out front by a lot. The next place car is LJ Mills. Now, he pitted later than these guys, so he's going to be able to stay out a little longer, but is he going to be able to stay out all the way? Here comes Fitzwater in. Oh, we got a crash. Stuart Gratton and... Oh, that's going to bring out a caution. That's got to bring out a caution. Caution is going to come out. Mason Powers has damage. Something happened here. The caution should be out, and it is. Right in the middle of pit stops. Stuart Gratton in the 34. Okay, well, first of all, and that's a bad day for Austin Spencer in that 22. And that's not good for Riley White in the 1 at all. The leader, I do believe, is LJ Mills in the 41, and it is Hoffman, I do believe, stayed out that last time. Here we go for pit stops. I'm not going to get a chance to even, let's see. First of all, before we get to pit stops, let's just review what happened here to bring out the 4th caution of this race. So we're going to go to the number 34 of Stuart Gratton. And this, oh my. Oh, this was not a crash on the track. Oh! Cavagnaro just dumped Austin Powers. Okay, where's Cavagnaro? It's quite an unprofessional move, honestly. Of course, these are computer cars. I don't blame Alan Cavagnaro himself for that. Even though his favorite driver is Kyle Busch, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Anyway, we'll see here. Spencer's coming in to get his pit stop. And he cuts right in front. Actually, I don't think that was Cavagnaro's fault. Spencer just tried the wide... oh, man. Spencer just went way too wide on the pit lane. And got the thing spun around. He went hard into the wall. And in the end of the wall. Not the wall itself, but just the end of the wall there. We'll see right here. Austin Spencer is trying to get into his pit stall. And he just... was too wide. He cut right in front of Cavagnaro and spun into the wall. Stuart Gratton, an innocent victim of that. And that's a lot of damage on the 34's car. And then all of this, look at this. They're going 4 wide and whatnot. They managed not to crash again during this 4th caution. Now, this is something I've never really had here at Bristol, but a late race restart. In my times of doing this, it's going to be very interesting to see who wins this race, just because of who pitted the last caution, because I know these guys are going to have to probably come in now. So we'll see. I know the first guy to come in, Dalio, maybe actually, I do believe that Dalio came in. I believe he's on a different set. Now, White was the leader before all this, and I would definitely stay out if I was Riley White. Dalio, I do believe, is going to inherit. Actually, maybe not. Some of the guys who pitted on the last caution are staying out here, and I do believe that Cameron Garlington is going to get the lead. Anyone can win this race still. I don't know who's going to win it. A chase spot is on the line here, though, at Bristol Motor Speedway. We'll see. as it updates. Yeah, maybe stuck in 21st. I'm not sure. He may be a lap down. I can't tell. We're gonna have to. We'll figure it all out when this all cycles through. Now this is good for Hoffman because he was one of those guys. Actually, might not be good for Hoffman. Those guys have to pit, and since they stayed out, they're going to end up falling behind. The leader of that lap was L.J. Mills, but I don't believe that he's going to be the leader anymore. Only unless, of course, all these cars in front of him are a lap down, which I doubt that's the case. Actually, it's possible. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. All these guys that pitted are a lap down. Oh my, this is a mess. Okay, here we go. The leader is Zachary Fitzwater. He got out in front of the leaders when he was done his pit stop. So Zachary Fitzwater is the leader. All the cars ahead of him are on the tail end of the lead lap. Caleb Hoffman, Biff Crafton, L.J. Mills, Raja Karoof, Adam Pinchon, Gabriel Marcio, Diego Stevenson, Justin Roberts, and Warren Henniger are the top 10. All these guys at the end of this are the leaders. Spencer is still in the pit road, and he's got a lot of damage. But these guys in front of them are on the tail end of the lead lap, and they're going to be in the way of the leaders. We're going to have... We got... darn. I shouldn't say that. We have... How many do we have? I'm an idiot. We're coming to the green. So this is the restart here. Fitzwater is the leader. Hoffman, Crafton, here we go. Who's going to steal a win here today at Bristol? Hoffman's coming in along with Crafton to pit. Oh boy. I have a feeling we're going to end up with another caution. It's the way they're just all stacked in front of the leaders. Fitzwater in the number 9. I don't know why Hoffman and Crafton went in the pit. That doesn't make any sense at all to me. L.J. Mills is closing in on the number 9. We're on lap 70 of 75. If the caution came out again, I do believe that we're not going to get through this one. There's a caution! Trey Bartow upside down. We might not be over. We might be. The race to the line is won by Fitzwater. The 4 car, Gabriel Marcio all torn up, and Trey Bartow on his lid down the backstretch. Oh my goodness. Oh, they were going 3 wide. Sidnor, Keys, and Bartow. Just bumping off of each other. And it just... Oh, man. Wall ride. And then he went over, and then Gabriel Marcio hit him, and Marcio went upside down as well. Oh my goodness, that was bad. Bad crash. That should not have happened. You know, this whole mess just shouldn't have happened to begin with. Oh. Tough break. That was a hard hit, and that was just an innocent victim in this whole thing. Trey Bartow lands upside down. 2 flips in 1 crash here at Bristol. He just hits that wall at the perfect spot, goes over. Gabriel Marcio hits him while he was upside down. But anyway, we'll get to the leaders here. You guys saw enough of that crash. It's too violent for you guys. Anyway, Zachary Fitzwater is the leader. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think we're going to be able to get back to the green flag. We'll see. It is close. I don't think we'll be able to get back to the green flag. And now all those cars that were on the tail end of the lead lap are now going to pass. So the first car behind the pace car is Zachary Fitzwater in the number 9. Yeah, I seriously doubt. The lights would have to go out on lap 74. And I just don't see that happening. They're going to stay out, of course, because a win is on the line. Okay, the lights would have to go out here if we were able to go back to green, and they are still on. So that means that Zachary Fitzwater is going to win the Food City 500, and he is in the chase. A wild night here at Bristol. I don't know how to explain just how crazy this race was. But it was a good race, in my opinion. And Fitzwater agrees with me, because he is going to be the winner of the race. So coming in at turn number 4, under caution, Zachary Fitzwater will win the Food City 500. Congratulations to the driver of the number 9 for that win. And only 6 cars finished on the lead lap. That's how crazy this thing was. LJ Mills, Roger Carruth, Adam Pinchon, Diego Stevenson, and Aaron Walpole, the top 6. Cody Hagan, Warren Henniger getting a nice top 10 finish. Aaron Lukes and Alan Cavagnar round out the top 10. Quite a few cars crashed. We had 2 flips, a near flip. A lot of crazy things happened tonight at Bristol. And it was definitely a great race. There are the rest of the results there. Quite a few cars knocked out because of damage in this race. And that's it for me. So congratulations to Zachary Fitzwater on his win here at Bristol Motor Speedway. He's in the chase for the Chick-fil-A Cup. And the next race is, I think, going to be at Road America. I'm debating on whether to do that one or Talladega next. I mean, we're going to both race there. I'm just not sure which one to do first. But I think I'm going to do Road America first, and that should be a very entertaining race for you guys to watch. So, yep, thank you guys for watching, and here are the points for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series.